Hello and welcome to The Filter. I'm Shannon. Britney Spears is trying to make steps to remove her father as conservator. We have updates on the Taylor Swift lawsuits, and Miley Cyrus penned a letter to her old pal, Hannah Montana. Let's get into the latest music news stories. The Free Britney movement has been in full swing for a while, especially since the success of the documentary Framing BritneySpears that came out that really gets into the conservatorship with her father and how he continues to control all of her financial decisions, her health decisions, even who can come over and visit her at her house. So this conservatorship has been in place since Britney had a breakdown back in 2008, and her fans and the public since have spoken out against this, since Britney has proved time and time again that she's very much capable of controlling her own life and her finances. So Britney is now speaking out publicly against her father's role by requesting that he be removed as the conservator and replaced with a woman whose name is Jodi Montgomery. So Jodi and her husband, they own a fiduciary firm, so she's really no stranger to managing these types of situations. And Jodi has also temporarily been Britney's conservator in the past when her dad was suffering from health concerns. So a judge is going to consider this petition, go over all of this, and rule a hearing on April 27th. So we'll see exactly what happens there. Fingers crossed. It has been 15 years since the show Hannah Montana first premiered on the Disney Channel. And I don't know about you, but that just makes me feel old AF. This show has just skyrocketed Miley Cyrus into stardom, and it made her a pop star in her own right. And Miley is reflecting on the anniversary of the show and the role that she played, so she penned a letter to her alter ego, Hannah. In the letter, she said, "You and I have been through it all together, my friend. We've shared many firsts, a lot of lasts, up, downs, tears, and laughs. I lost my pappy, my dad's father, while on set filming an early episode of season 1. She also said in the letter, it was bittersweet to know I would be leaving you, a huge part of me, behind in stage 9, which is where I say I grew up when I'm asked. It was my home." The finale episode was appropriately titled Wherever I Go, after a final song by the teen pop sensation herself. You, me, Hannah Montana. The first verse sings, "Everything is about to change, a chapter ending, but the story's only just begun. A page is turning for everyone." And closes on a soaring chorus belting, "We might be apart, but I hope you always know you'll be with me wherever I go." And with the amount of reboots that we've seen in the past from Disney and Nickelodeon, I feel like 15 years is a long enough time and we should probably get a Hannah Montana reboot, or at least a spin-off. Just a thought. We have an update with the lawsuits between Taylor Swift and the Evermore theme park in Utah. So originally, the theme park started suing Taylor Swift for trademark infringement since they own the use to the word Evermore, and have said because Taylor Swift gave her album the same name as the name that they have trademarked, it ended up pushing down their Google search and it made it harder for people to find their park. And they also didn't think that it was right for her to be making money from the album sales and her merchandise off the use of their name. Taylor's team ended up countersuing the park for playing Taylor's music in the park without authorization or a license agreement. So both Taylor and the park have now agreed to both just drop their lawsuits against each other in order to not have to go through all of the work of doing 2 lawsuits. Speaking of Taylor Swift, she's actually releasing the first From the Vault song, You All Over Me, tonight at midnight. So You All Over Me is one of the 6 never before released songs from the Vault that'll be on Fearless, Taylor's version, coming out April 9th. If our country of Canada was to have their own royalty, I really feel like it's safe to say that Celine Dion would be our queen. She deserves all the recognition for everything that she has done in her career, and Berkley College of Music, they seem to agree. Celine is one of the very few musical artists that are going to be honored with an honorary Doctor of Music degree. Other artists that have received this honor in the past include Aretha Franklin, Justin Timberlake, John Legend, and Missy Elliott. Thank you so much for watching this episode of The Filter. Of course, make sure that you subscribe so you can stay up to date with all of the latest music news stories and all of the artists that we are interviewing all the time. Plus, if you want to discover new music and new artists, check out iHeart New Music, a new feature that we have on the iHeartRadio app. We'll see you on Tuesday for the next episode of The Filter.